Hey Eric, I hope that you're doing well. Um, Sorry about my appearance. I had just gotten out of the shower. I've had a busy couple days so far um, with school and everything. So this past weekend, I ended up driving back home to Asheville, back to the mountains after I spent the last 2 weeks at the coast of North Carolina. So I'm back with my parents now, and I'm going to be back here until I go to Knoxville after Thanksgiving for my last lab before I graduate. So I'm excited about that. So, um, number of weeks I've been on the plan. So this is going to be my first week on block number two. Today I did my waist and hip measurement, and I used a different um, measuring tape. I was like, what is that called? And I got 25 for waist, but on the hip it was 26.5. On my other one it was like a spring, and this one it wasn't a spring, so I'm going to be more consistent on just using the same one. So I'm going to use the one that said 26.5 for my hips for now on. And yeah. Um so my I'm not taking any new supplements, and I did have more fluid and or I did have more sodium than usual. So on Saturday I ended up having like my Greenville mom, she like made me all this stuff, and so that was like my high day, and I ended up having alcohol. I had more sodium than usual. She made me some desserts, and we had chicken wings and something else. And then on Saturday, Sunday, I was leaving to go back home, so we had this big breakfast because that's probably going to be the last time I end up seeing her before um, mm, until after maybe I graduate, like in June. So they took me out for breakfast, and I ate like an omelet. I got all egg whites and like tried to say minimal cheese, but the omelet looked freaking greasy. I'm not gonna lie, but I still ate it because I was starving. And then on Monday night, it was my dad's birthday on Monday, so we ended up eating Mexican, so I got a salad with grilled chicken and like fajita vegetables. So I had more sodium then also. So um right now honestly I like feel bloated. And I think it's just from eating out the past couple days, but from my pictures like I can tell that I'm losing weight. The scale doesn't show it, so I'll leave you up to that. I'm willing to add more cardio this week, since I only have, it's like a week and a half or 2 weeks left. I can't remember of the dieting phase. Um, so my protein's 125, carbs is 145, and carbs 140 and fat is 45. And then stress levels, they were actually really high last week. I had two huge tests, um, and I had all these assignments due, so my stress was high. I had bad sleep last week. Last week I would go to bed late, like 1 o'clock, and then wake up at like 5 some mornings or 6. So like my sleep was really bad. I didn't get as much sleep as I usually do, and I was waking up at different times like all through last week. Um, I hit all my macros, and my hunger. I'm very hungry. Um, but I did buy some stuff towards the end of the week, like a lot of salad stuff, cucumbers, spaghetti squash, and all that, just to help me keep full, because I am feeling pretty hungry lately. Um, and I got all my training days in, and I am motivated to train. And I had an awesome training week. Physically, I feel bloated right now, and currently I'm on my second block of my program and level of soreness. So last week I was still pretty sore. I was like a 6 or 7, and I did complete all my training in cardio days, and mentally I feel really good. Um, Also, I wanted to add too, like, I've been sick. Like, I told you I was getting over that sickness, but like it's hasn't all the way gone away yet. I still have like a lot of mucus and all this stuff, and I'm just like physically not 100%, but I don't know. I think that can be contributing some to me being feeling bloated. Um, Energy and strength levels are really good. Um, I'm not really struggling with any exercises right now, but I did hit a PR last week and today. So last week I got 50 pounds on each side for the straight leg deadlifts, and for for the hip thrusters I did 90 pounds on each side. Sorry, I don't add up all the weight because that's too much work for me sometimes. Um, so I'm like, okay, this side of the bar has 90 pounds on it, and this one has 90. So that's how I had my weights. I just don't want to think more than I have to. It's probably me just being lazy. Um, and I didn't do anything over the week or extra activity. I tried to go walking. I actually, like, while I was studying, I would walk around the house and stuff. Like, that's how I try to get my steps in. It's really hard to do it just with all this school stuff. Like, I know that's just an excuse, but like, it's really hard for me to manage that and like take a little break and then go on a walk. But I did try last week. This is Scoop says hey. He hasn't visited in a while. And yeah. Also, I had a 7-hour car trip this past week. Measuring progress by how my clothes are fitting, my pictures, and my family. And there's not really anything in particular that I'm struggling with. And I got that lifestyle assignment last week, so I'll start it soon. And overall, I feel really good. And even though like the scale doesn't show it, I still feel like I've gotten leaner. Um, and I honestly think that just from me being sick, stressing, and eating out and all that stuff, that's why the scale doesn't reflect it. But this week, I'm really trying hard. I'm trying hard to do everything right because I know these are the last 2 weeks. Oh, and there is breaking news for me. Yesterday, I found out that I did get the apartment that I wanted in San Antonio, so I'm really excited about that, and I can't wait to um, move and get all my new stuff in my apartment and set it up. Alright, I'll talk to you later.